best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
According to German sociologist Max Weber, the power to make law can be derived from either legal, traditional, or charismatic sources. The legal power birthed lawmaking. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended in Section 4, Subsection 6, provides that the legislative power of a state of a federation shall be vested in the House of Assembly of a state. Since the advent of the Nigeria independence, the importance of the State House of Assembly as a fundamental arm of government cannot be overemphasized. The basic functions of the legislature are lawmaking, appropriation, and oversight. The story of a formidable House of Assembly in Nigeria will not be complete without the mention of Edo State House of Assembly. Edo State House of Assembly, right from the inception of the Fourth Republic in 1999, has been a beehive of notable legislative fireworks, with each speaker Right Honorable Thomas Okoson from 3rd June 1999 to 31st January 2000, followed by Right Honorable Matthew Egbadon, 21st January 2000 to 28th May 2003, Right Honorable Friday Itula, 6th June 2003 to 15th October 2003, Right Honorable David EDHA, 15th October 2003 to 25th February 2006, Right Honorable Friday Itula, 26th February 2006 to 5th June 2007, Right Honorable Zakawano Garuba, 5th June 2007 to 22nd February 2010, Right Honorable Bright Omokwadion, 24th February 2010 to 9th June 2011, Right Honorable Uyu Igbe, 10th June 2011 to 5th June 2015. The inception of the 6th Assembly on the 8th of June 2015 ushered in an unprecedented legislative fulfillment with 24 lawmakers from the 24 state constituencies. The lawmakers include Right Honorable Alhaji Kabiru Ajoto, Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly.
I, Honorable Alhaji Ajoto Kabiru,
do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Member representing Akoko Edo 1 State Constituency. It doubles as the Chairman House Committee on Selection. Honorable Dr. Justin Esezobo Okonobo, former Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly between 31st July 2016 to 14th August 2017, now Deputy Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly. He represents Igwebe State Constituency, is the Chairman House Committee on Tenders and Health. Honorable Asoro Usadi Bawen Roland, Majority Leader, Edo State House of Assembly, and member representing Orio South State Constituency. It doubles as the Chairman House Committee on Rules, Business and Government House. Honorable Gallant Commander Sylvester Peters Oshoke Idiame Iruaga, Minority Leader, Edo State House of Assembly, and member representing Itako West 2 State Constituency. Honorable Osaigbovo Iyoha, the Chief Whip of Edo State House of Assembly and member representing Oredo East State Constituency. Honorable Henry Osamwede Okwarobo, Deputy Leader, Edo State House of Assembly and member representing Ikpubaoka State Constituency. Honorable Asen Ojo Victor, the Deputy Chief Whip, Edo State House of Assembly and member representing Owan West State Constituency. As the Chairman House Committee on Finance, Honorable Ezehi Magnus Desmond Igbas, Minority Whip of Edo State House of Assembly and member representing Eastern Northeast 2 State Constituency. As the Chairman House Standing Committee on Security, Right Honorable Foley Ogedegbe, former Majority Leader, Edo State House of Assembly and member representing Owan East State Constituency. Right Honorable Osayende Bright Nogayi, former Deputy Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly and member representing Ovia North East 2 State Constituency. Right Honorable Mrs. Elizabeth Ativier, the first female Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly between 9th May 2016 to 31st July 2016. She represents Uwonde State Constituency and she doubles as the chairman House Committee on Women Affairs. Honorable Emmanuel Omoladun Agbaje is a co-opted member of the Principal Officers Council of Edo State House of Assembly as a member representing Akoko Edo 2 State Constituency as the chairman House Committee on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Honorable Nusayaba Okumbo, member representing Urio 1 East State Constituency as the chairman House Committee on Oil and Gas. Honorable Crosby Osadolo Eribo, member representing Ego State Constituency, a chairman House Committee on Public Accounts. Honorable Monday Ehigalwa, member representing Eastern West State Constituency, a chairman House Committee on Agriculture. Honorable Patrick Eromosele Ilobi, member representing Eastern Northeast 1 State Constituency and chairman House Committee on Judiciary. Honorable Festus Igbelokoto Edugele, member representing Eastern Southeast State Constituency, a chairman House Committee on Physical Planning. Honorable Damian Isaac Bobo Lawani, member representing Etako Central State Constituency, is a chairman House Committee on Budget and Appropriation. Honorable Godwin Adenomo, member representing Ovia Southwest State Constituency. Honorable Abdulganiyu Audu, member representing Etako West 1 State Constituency. Honorable Christopher Okaiben, member representing Uredo West State Constituency and chairman House Committee on Energy and Water Resources. Honorable Victor Sabo Edoro, former Speaker, former Deputy Speaker, and member representing Eastern Central State Constituency. Honorable Kingsley Ugabi, member representing Etako East State Constituency and chairman House Committee on Wealth Creation, Cooperative and Employment. Honorable Ege Sunday Osazevinde, former deputy leader and member representing Ovia Northeast 1 State Constituency. Members of the 6th Assembly have carved an enviable niche for themselves by passing plethora bills, motions and resolutions which surpass those of the previous assemblies. The 6th Assembly has passed over 70 bills, about 200 resolutions, with 30 bills being worked on.
That is, the lifespan of this 6th Assembly will come to an end on the 7th of June 2019. That is exactly when we'll be able to tell the world the total number of bills that the Assembly have passed. So by 7th of June, we'll be able to authoritatively tell Edo people, tell the world the total number of bills we have passed. But for now, is in the neighborhood of 70 and above, and over 30 still being considered.
Some of the bills which have garnered massive impact in the society include a law to prohibit trafficking in persons and to establish task force against human trafficking. Human trafficking is indeed a modern-day slavery which involves the use of force, fraud or coercion to obtain some type of labor or commercial sex act. The surge of human trafficking in Nigeria and Edo State in particular has culminated in the death and agony of those being trafficked. Efforts have been made at the state level to combat the menace of human trafficking. At the Edo State House of Assembly, bills have been raised and efforts made to curtail this ugly stigma. Although previous assemblies could not make headways and these bills did not see the light of the day. Under the leadership of Right Honorable Kabiru Ajoto, the 6th Assembly has made deliberate efforts in collaboration with various stakeholders such as the traditional ruler of the Benin Kingdom, Omonobanedo Ukwa Polopolo, Oba Iwari II, the Oba of Benin, the Edo State Governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, the Italian government, and the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP. The revered Benin monarch in particular has collaborated and corroborated the efforts of the State House of Assembly and the state government to eradicate the menace called human trafficking. A federal delegation was led by the Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Yakubu Dogara, in the company of Edo State Governor Mr. Godwin Obaseki, his wife Mrs. Betsy Obaseki, the Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Alhaji Kabiru Ajoto, to Italy, where Edo State government signed a bilateral agreement with the Italian government towards eradicating trafficking in persons.
We want make this human trafficking, make it stop. We equally, apart from discussing with the Italian government, say make it stop. Now the big oga went there Italy, we follow talk. First of all, we started with the people for Lazio area of Italy. They say now there our people when they go from Benin here plenty pass. So we discuss with the parliament of and government of the Lazio area before we can discuss with the entire Italian head of security, head of SSS, head of everything. We sit down, we talk. How can we stop this? Our comrade governor Obaseki tell them one thing when sweet everybody. Say where there is no demand, supply no go there. Say there demand go there for this thing. One, we too we can amplify within our governor talk. Say we need to stop this thing. We go come home, come tell our people say this thing no be good business. Those who they go Italy say they want go make money, it not be like before again.
Edo 6th Assembly has also exuded high level of proactiveness by speedily passing into law the bill to eradicate human trafficking. Another laudable bill passed by the 6th Assembly is a bill for a law to eliminate violence in private and public life, prohibit all forms of violence against persons, and to provide maximum protection and effective remedies for victims and punishment of offenders and other matters connected thereto.
Because it happens in so many families and so many communities around the world where women are just, and sometimes men actually, are not allowed to live with their own free will, with their own decisions in peace.
The bill, sponsored by the only female legislator in the 6th Assembly, Right Honorable Mrs. Elizabeth Ativier, has received public commendation and approval. It is worthy of note that this bill suffered huge setback in the 4th and 5th Assembly. The bill seeks to address the growing issues of abuse in persons ranging from rape, domestic violence, assault, child molestation, and genital mutilations. With the passage of this bill into law by the Executive Governor of Edo State and strict administration of penalty of defaulters, Edo State can be said to be setting a pace for an abuse-free society. Edo 6th Assembly also took a bold step to initiate and pass a bill that will prohibit membership and activities of secret cults in Edo State. In the said bill, which is now a law, a strict penalty was stipulated, which include a prison sentence of 21 years for persons caught in the act of cultism and 7 years imprisonment for persons harboring a cult member. With the passage of this bill, Edo State is no longer a safe haven for persons perpetrating acts related to cultism. The law has no doubt returned sanity to the state, with people commended the efforts of their representatives in Edo State House of Assembly for reinstating peace and tranquility to the state.
So passing a law that guarantees 7 years imprisonment is a good idea. But what they are doing right now is not what will benefit society, but they are looking for the next future, for the next generation. If this is really practiced, they really done well for Edo State. They are really trying their best, and I pray they should keep doing their best so that more things or more developments will come into the Edo State as a whole.
Section 128 to 129 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended confers oversight power on the State House of Assembly. In absolute fulfillment of these constitutional responsibilities, the 6th Assembly has upped the ante of oversight Rubicon in the state legislative trajectory. The 6th Assembly has veritably positioned herself as a formidable watchdog over the other two arms of government, namely executive and judiciary.
We oversight the functions, everything the executive is doing, we oversight them. to make sure every penny we have appropriated is judiciously spent.
One of the major landmarks achieved by the 6th Assembly in this regard was effort it put in place to ensure that the Benin-Auchi Road, which became a death trap to motorists, was dualized.
The condition of our road is becoming unbearable. Our people are suffering. That we have to go through other states to be able to access our state capital is unacceptable. We are also very pained with the way the contractors have abandoned this project. Nobody can actually offer valid explanation. Hence, we have come here today to tell them that we will no longer accept this kind of neglect in Edo State.
The Dantata and Sawo, it is our view as an assembly that the contract awarded to Dantata and Sawo to be revoked. Fashola is a man we respect so much. He's doing wonderfully well as a minister for works, power and housing. But this Benin-Auchi Road, the contract for Benin-Auchi Ekpoma-Okwila Road, there is need to revisit the performance of the contractors.
As a result of the painstaking efforts by the 6th Assembly, contractors were fully mobilized to site and the pace of work consolidated. Worthy of mention is the 6th Assembly's meticulousness in screening commissioners and subjecting them to periodic assessment in order to evaluate their ministerial accomplishment. Edo 6th Assembly has also been rated high in terms of regulating the activities of foreign investors by taking into cognizance the overall welfare of Edo people who work under them. In the aspect of budget passage, the 6th Assembly has succeeded in passing budget before every budgetary operational year.
A budget and approved the budget before the 31st of December 2017, people thought it was an aberration. And I recall that at that event, you did say that as long as you are Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, this will be the new tradition. And you have kept to your word.
You can see the quick passage of bills, even the budget. We adopt the process, a system of joint session of budgeting planning and evaluation and monitoring. And this joint section on budgeting planning involves the House and the executive arm, where I happen to be the joint chairman. And this helps the budget to drive on a process that is more than the speed of a car. That is why people are surprised. How come a budget gets to the House within 2 days, within 1 week, you are done with the budget? It's because of the joint planning budgeting system. And when we introduced that, people were saying, why would executive and judicial, executive and legislative arm be discussing budget? And it has helped a lot. That is why today you bring a budget to the House in 2 minutes, in 1 day, we are done with it.
For those who are familiar with the well-planned city center, also known as King Square of the Benue Metropolis, the Edo State House of Assembly complex, popularly known as the Chief Anthony Enahoro Complex, remains one of the landmark edifices in the terrain. The complex is thoughtfully named after Chief Anthony Enahoro because of the historic role he played in the actualization of Nigeria's freedom from the colonial masters. Sadly, since the complex was recommissioned by the then head of state, General Ibrahim Babangida, on the 24th of May 1993, the structure had suffered visible infrastructural wear and tear, unbefitting of a building that houses a crucial arm of government like the legislative. However, the Right Honorable Alhaji Kabiru Ajoto-led 6th Assembly, through its non-confrontational alignment with the Governor Godwin Obaseki Alagodaru mantra, has culminated in shaping the Assembly both infrastructurally and in legislative finance.
When you even enter the House of Assembly, when you look at it from Ring Road, it is not the House of Assembly that you used to know. When you now pass through the Ring Road, you will notice the grey, white, green Edo House of Assembly. Before people, visitors just pass, they will not know that this is House of Assembly. And on top of it, you will see a maize, which is the symbol of Parliament. So apart from the quality of what we do here, we took steps to beautify the environment.
Scarce and limited funds allocated to the 6th Assembly have been judiciously used for the common good of Edo people.
Your excitement for me and revealing is the fact that I did not give you any special funds for this. You have done this from your normal allocation. I can't recall giving you any capital overhead for this project. I just give you your normal monthly allocation, as you know.
The Legislative Chamber and other auxiliary offices are now fully transformed with support services which include 21st century cutting-edge technological innovation that will boost legislative fireworks. The exterior of the assembly complex is beautifully adorned with the green and white colors. In fact, passers-by now stop over at the complex to have a quick pictorial shot.
The House of Assembly that were renovated, in fact, the building of the House of Assembly, seeing it vividly, in fact, it's like a paradise.
These stately and unprecedented activities of the 6th Assembly has attracted local and international recognition and commendation. This infrastructural facelift has indisputably positioned Edo State House of Assembly as one of the best in the country. Plenary proceedings are now fully digitalized with 21st century cutting-edge technological innovations. Edo State House of Assembly was objectively adjudged by independent researchers on the 23rd of May 2018 as the best in the country on various parameters of open legislature that is technologically driven.
Recently, Enough is Enough Nigeria rated all the houses of assembly in Nigeria and scored Edo State House of Assembly first in terms of quality legislation, in terms of digitalization of our activities. In fact, they score us first. You know, it is only Edo Assembly that passed the three conditions. That is, in the area of website, all honorable members have their website. Their constituents can access them, go to the website and see what your honorable member is doing. Then all honorable members in the Edo State House of Assembly have their email that you can send your request or your suggestion to, and they will reply you. All that is during my leadership. Then in the area of members contact, yes, in the area of budget published online, all the budget we have passed under my leadership is published. You can go to our website, you will see everything.
The harmonious working relationship between the 6th Assembly and the executive arm of government in the state is no doubt unprecedented. The 6th Assembly has been able to surmount personal aggrandizement, thereby placing the interest of Edo people at the front burner.
In this 6th Assembly, we have mature minds. When we came in, we made up our mind to focus on the development of our state. That was why we played down a lot of things to ensure that the executive had time in working for our people.
The 6th Assembly, which we are in and is rounding up now, has done wonderfully well concerning major bills that were passed in this house. Concerning appropriation, there is no year that the state government had to wait for us to pass the budget. We usually pass within required time. We've cooperated perfectly well with the executive.
The 6th Assembly has really worked very hard. We've passed a lot of bills, passed a lot of motions. We have addressed issues that are burning issues of our people, and we thank God nobody died, nobody has experienced any serious setback, and I think by my assessment we have done our best.
By all standard, the 6th Assembly has sustained the platform of accelerated legislation, thereby aiding the wait and see mantra of the Governor Godwin Obaseki-led state government.
The Edo state government, each the executive, the legislative, and the judicial arm that form the state government. All the arms, definitely, for progress to be made in the state, must be able to collaborate and work together for the benefit of all.
Staff of Edo State House of Assembly has also enjoyed tremendous working relationship with the 6th Assembly.
So our relationship with them is very, very cordial. So we have a very good and cordial relationship with them.
It's wonderful working with them. They are all very hard-working members of the 6th Assembly. We thank God that the session has come to an end successfully. It was an assembly that was ready to do everything in line with the legislature procedures.
Aside the traditional legislative obligations, Edo 6th Assembly has also initiated a learning platform for pupils and students who frequently troop into the assembly to observe plenary proceedings.
Science it becomes law. They send it to the CJ, put it in court. Then they call the lawyers and making use of it. The law process goes through 3 stages. That is first reading, second reading, and third reading. After the third reading, the governor assents to it, it becomes law for the state. So those of you that will read law or come to Edo State House Assembly, this is just the beginning. God will help you all.
The leadership of the 6th Assembly, in collaboration with spouses of House of Assembly members POHAM, annually organize giveaway event for less privileged. Also part of its corporate social responsibility, the 6th Assembly periodically embarked on a humanitarian tour to prisons to furnish prison inmates with items to make life meaningful for them. As the popular saying goes, legislating without playing makes lawmakers dull. Thus, members of Edo State House of Assembly also take time out to fulfill their social needs.
Aha! Special dedication to the House of Representatives of Edo State. Hey! Keep coming there. Let's go, huh? Let's go! Let's go! After the reggae break, you bring so. What I do, share the Ghana, share the boom, so everybody wanna boom.
The 6th Assembly has undoubtedly left a big shoe of indelible track record in Edo State legislative trajectory and Nigeria in general. The big question is, will the incoming Assembly be able to sustain this mega legislative tempo? Time shall tell.